What do we have here? We got the Made in the USA Kershaw Knockout. Look at that Damascus. That is kind of cool looking, right? That is Alabama Damascus, if I remember right. USA made in the lovely state of Alabama. This is an assisted opener. It's a bit on the thin side, but it feels nice. It's aluminum, and it's kind of that kind of sandblasted feel. So it's kind of not rough, but grippy enough, so it's not super slippery. Some Kershaws that I've felt are a bit on the slippery side with their aluminum handles. I'm not a huge fan of aluminum handles. I'd rather have either G10 or titanium. Of course, I'd rather have titanium, but that's a lot more money usually. But aluminum, I don't love it. They anodize it, and the anodizing can scratch off. Not easily, but it can. This one's got a few dings on it. Right there. And you can't fix it. You're anodizing in a titanium where rubs off or scratches off. You can re-anodize it yourself. You can just do it in your basement, outside. Just do it outside, man. It's kind of a chemically process, but you can do it. It's doable. That silver piece through there is interesting. I think that's like a little liner that goes into the aluminum to kind of strengthen it, give it something to have its bearings to ride on against the blade. You don't want to ride bearings against aluminum. That's a no-go there. This is kind of that similar locking mechanism to the Natrix and some of their other ones, where it's a steel lock bar that's mounted into the aluminum plate. On a Natrix, it could be in the G10 or in the copper or brass or whatever. But it's a separate piece because they want steel locking up against that blade. That's what it's doing. It's locking up against the blade. You don't want to use something softer there or it's going to wear it out. It's got a nice, smooth, and fast open. So it opens pretty hard. Kind of like a automatic knife. Feels a lot like that. Nice tall blade. I really like most everything about it. It could be a little thicker. I don't love that it's so thin. Let's see. Let's compare it to Kaiser Lan. Okay, because the Kaiser Lan is a very average thickness knife, I would say. So let's compare it to a Kaiser Lan. I figured it would be substantially wider, and it is, or thicker. So this sucker is thin. Let's compare it to a kind of thick knife. So this is a Hinderer XM18. And it's thick. It's definitely on the thicker side of an XM18, but it's not crazy thick. But it's an eighth of an inch thicker, something like that. It's 33% thicker, it looked like to me. Something like that. But as far as assisted opening knives go, I definitely like this one. Their choil is pretty well done. They could have put it a little bit more up though, because it is going to start rubbing on that plunge grind there. Boy, a lot of knives have an issue with that. Why can't they just get that right? Just bring your damn choil up a little bit more. You're giving up a tiny bit of edge. Just get over it. Make it work. Boy, I love the shape of that blade, man. The nice fuller up there cut and that nice long flat grind. Really nice. Pretty cool little knife. Pocket clip is kind of your typical kind of budgety pocket clip, even though this is not a budget knife. I think it was 120, 100 bucks, 120, something like that. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. It's kind of fun to play with. Anyway, at least you got a little idea what you're dealing with here with this Kershaw Knockout. Just so you can tell, these little ridges here are kind of 3D. They remind me of a basketball a little bit. Kind of cool. I wish they'd have had some ridges on this side though. That would have been cool. Made in the USA. What's it say on the blade? Patented. Made in the USA. A number on there. That's whatever the number is. This is patented. Everything's patented. Big USA flag. Big Kershaw logo. Got it all branded up. it would have been nice, especially since this is a Damascus blade, to not have quite so much shit printed all over it. I don't know, just me, maybe. Very well centered. A thumb stud would be cool on it. Cheek. And you can get it open that way too. Yeah, I think one would work. Maybe not. Let's see. Is it going to hit that part? Sometimes it hits right. Nope, it would work. Yeah. No thumb stud. No biggie. Kershaw Knockout with the Damascus. They have them in all kinds of different steels too. They have them in like a cheap steel, and they have them in, I think they have them in 20 CV, or they used to. You know what? I don't even know if they still make this, actually. This could be discontinued. If I find out that that's discontinued, I will put it up here. It'll be like, discontinued, discontinued, like that. All right. So, Kershaw Knockout. Have a nice day.